I dedicate these rhymes to the ladies looking fine in KL. I dedicate this flow to the people that I know in KL.
Assalamualaikum， 也就是祝大家平安。我呢就是 Alfie Ng 以及我们几位朋友啦，他不会听我讲什么的，因为呢他们不会讲华语，我会讲华语。所以我们这个节目就是 Dakwa Yamcha， 就是也是 Yamcha Dakwa 啦，就是一边 Yamcha 一边 Dakwa。So 今天我要讲英文 ，OK？ I will speak in English.
Yeah, can we get the subtitles out now?
Okay.
Okay, alright.
Alright, it's going to come out soon. Anyway, okay, Vandals is our friends also from back in 1995.
Yes.
No, 1995,
99.
1999. Yeah, I know him in Bangsa, okay, with the joint, with VE, not VE, So Street.
Yeah. So you know your hip hop and your R&B, man.
Yeah, hip hop and R&B. Yeah. So, okay, Vandal, since 1999 until today, it's been kind of ages. It's been a long time you've been in Malaysia. And I want to ask you a question. Why Malaysia?
It's interesting. I think that's the question that most people ask me is why Malaysia? And I don't really have an answer to that question, as in like, you know, sometimes people thought that I just randomly picked Malaysia on the map and said, okay, I'm going to come to Malaysia. And then they're like, oh, why? Like, why? It was sort of like, it was a process of things that happened in my life that allowed me to kind of pass through. And then by passing through, allowed me to come back. And then by coming back, I kept being drawn. I call it this like a magnetism. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's this magnetic pull that always kept bringing me back here. And, you know, music is one thing, but not just music. I think culturally, I think, you know, spiritually, I think connecting with people has been a really good experience and has reinforced my will to make Malaysia my home.
Awesome.
How, since you're from Canada, how you get yourself to get involved in the Malaysian music industry?
It was something that kind of was on the back end of a trip that I had made to Mauritius and Madagascar. And I was over there discovering music, recording, collaborating with artists, and it was a project that I was undertaking with a group of other people who were doing different things, not just music, but their own sort of projects. And we were
With all this, I mean, like getting involved, having a number one hit being played on, like, you know, one of
only
our
hits.
I mean, it was a
But
premier
yeah.
station, one of our
definitely shout
our
out to
premier
hits.
English station. I mean, for someone who's non-Malaysian to come into Malaysia and totally like just shake the industry with just one song,
KL.
you know, that represented the city itself. And I think that's something that you know, no one else has achieved. I don't think that any other, you know, foreign star has come to Malaysia and done that, you know. So yeah, that's an amazing thing.
I think a lot of people thought I was Yogi B at first. They're like, this is Yogi B, isn't it? You know, like,
Different from
you
Yogi
had
B.
some matsale?
Yeah, no,
Huh?
the
What?
accent.
Yeah, because he rapped in Malay.
Similar tone.
He rapped in Malay, kan? So yeah, man. Thank you very much. I got my tea tarik.
Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, like share your experience on how you actually found Islam after doing all this hip hop and traveling around the world and, you know, going and traveling in Kelantan and, you know.
Yeah, all the way from Kelantan, take a bus to KL, rap a song in KL, and then up. You
Chinatown, blah blah, and then now you have embraced Islam, and Alhamdulillah for that. I mean,
well, it's let's see, like my childhood was never one of religious upbringing, so you know I would go occasionally to church, and I think my mom just went because her mom went, and I think my grandma just went because she just her parents just went, and it wasn't something that was like sort of taught or I would say imposed. So I had like done a lot of as I was growing up and started to travel, especially with my experience in Indonesia on the exchange program in 1993. I had started to open up to different spiritual concepts and ideas, and I think with my travels in Southeast Asia, being exposed to a variety of spiritual practices, from Buddhism to Hinduism, Islam, Christianity, and the whole, the whole rainbow, let's say, of spirituality. I found myself more in line with spiritual paths as opposed to religious paths. Indonesia, and I got my first Quran then in '93, and I started reading. I didn't finish it, but like I was there.
Was it in Arabic or?
No, it was in English. It was a
You had a
translated.
translation,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was a
Okay.
translated version.
Can I ask you, how about the Islam and the Muslims in Canada? Are there a lot of Muslims in Canada?
There are, yeah, there are.
They practice whatever we used to practice here. Are they the same? Or like,
Well, in Canada, most of the Muslims are from a wide variety of places.
Around the
So
world,
you would
yeah.
have Middle East, you would have like Lebanese, for example, or Syrian, or Iraqi, or Iranian. Then you would have like Pakistani,
Turkish.
Turkish. And then I didn't really know Indonesians or Malaysians in Canada, so I didn't have that Southeast Asian perspective when it came to seeing Islam in Canada. And actually, I had the opportunity to go to the masjid in Toronto,
Oh, mashallah.
in downtown Toronto, which is like just in a building, in the basement of a building, and they have everything there. I went for Salat Jumat, and it was quite an experience seeing different Muslims, for like African to Asian, South Asian, Southeast Asian, Kazakh or Eastern European, and just seeing them all kind of congregating in one space all together, and it being used to going to the masjid here in Malaysia and how things are here, it was totally different experience there. Everyone was very, I don't want to say that it was cold, but it was winter. Not to say that it wasn't actually cold, but I think people weren't as
Warm.
yeah.
That's
And
nice.
everybody was all lined up really tight, like in the line, really tight and cramped in, and it was, I didn't necessarily feel awkward, but I was just trying to like absorb the vibe. Last year for Ramadan, I was in Canada for last Ramadan, and it was a real challenge, man. It was a
temptation,
real
yeah.
challenge. Not just that, I mean, like I was with my parents. We got like 5 dogs in the house. I don't really have my own space. It was just really, it was a real challenge for me. The fasting side, I mean, I missed a few days, but alhamdulillah, like I managed to go through it.
Yeah.
And I felt like, okay, this was like, I needed to be alone for Ramadan. Like my parents were there. They respect my choices. They're like, okay, sometimes my stepdad will want to like tempt me and stuff. Like, hey, oh yeah, sorry, I forgot you're fasting, It's okay.
Yeah.
Ay boleh tahan.
Ay boleh
You know,
tahan.
So it's like you had pros and cons.
Sharing with us that the day you become a Muslim, and how
Cakap Melayu lah.
macam mana you nak bagi tahu you punya ibu bapa, like you understand, faham?
My parents?
Faham?
No, you mean like what
Yeah.
my parents
Yeah.
thought or said?
No, yeah. How they react after you become a Muslim?
Oh,
When
there were.
you-
It wasn't
easily-
an issue. Yeah. It
Alhamdulillah.
totally was. It wasn't something like, oh, what are you doing? Oh, this, that.
Yeah.
Like, I think it allowed them to look more at Islam
Oh, 16 bags. And that will cost you about. Can you send him a quotation?
No, we just do a freestyle. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Let me see.
Beatbox
Let me
it.
see.
I cannot beatbox. You beatbox.
I'll just snap. I
Okay.
can beatbox.
1,
Okay.
2,
Oh,
3.
which snap am I going on here?
2.
All right, yo, check it out now. You're chilling with the Vandal, and right here, my Tay Tariq got a handle. It's kind of curvy and it's made with the glass, but it will last a little less time than my topic of conversation through your nation. I'm not Malaysian, I'm Canadian invasion. Yes, I said it. Yes, I will embed it to your mental. Then I print it out on a stencil. The super existential. You know the dealie. It's like that, yo. When we reveal the ceiling below and up above. When we float like a dove, spreading love to everybody. Yeah, peace.
Sign off.
Woo!
Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.
That's all for Yamcha TV.
Yeah, see you in next episode.
Yamcha Dakwah. Peace.
Peace.
I dedicate these rhymes to the ladies looking fine in KL. KL. I dedicate this flow to the people that I know in KL. KL. I hope you stayed well. It's been a while since I've seen you. I'll be back real soon to share what I've been through. I mean to.